What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you some step-in content today. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning U.S. time, so come by and say hello. All right, take a look at the market. We are seeing a lot of green today, both on the 24 as well as the 7-day, even some double-digit gains here. So it is a nice kind of break from just the massive, just the massive bear market effects that we have been feeling lately. But to be honest with you, I don't trust any kind of rally until we maybe break above like 25K. These double digit gains are from the lows that we were at last week or over the last couple of days. So while it is nice, I'm still very cautious. Now, even with all of this green happening across the board, let's take a look at our favorite, or maybe for some people, their second favorite step-in coin, and that is going to be GST. Now, I'm looking at the one specifically on Solana, and you can see that this thing is down 10% on the 24-hour. And if we take a look over the past week, I mean, we're down like 33, maybe 35%. So even with the markets being green, we are not going up. And it's starting to make me, and I'm sure many people wonder, well, what do we do with GST? So GST was built as a utility coin, and it's highly inflationary. And one of the things that I think people are just starting to really realize at this point is that, I mean, at least for me, I don't know what kind of future value it's going to have outside of being almost like an in-game currency. Now, the thing is, I've said this before and I'll say it again, one GST equals one GST, and that will always be the case, again, within each realm, of course. But the thing is, if you were trying to earn GST to then sell it off and make your money back on your sneakers, I don't blame you, because these sneakers were crazy expensive. But at this point in time, my long-term play, and I'm not telling you what to do, and I'm not saying this is not financial advice, this is game advice or financial advice, but at least my plan for how I'm looking at this is I'm really no longer selling out of GST, because it just doesn't make sense. Now, when I think about where things could go in the future, well, we know that GMT, and if we just take a quick look at GMT is going to be earnable as well, and GMT is a hard cap token. Now you can see here GMT has actually been pumping quite nicely. We're up 5% on the daily, and we're doing really well. We're up like 30 something percent on GMT. So everybody's trying to get into GMT, and the thing is, sure, you can take your GST and sell it for GMT now, but what I'm planning to do, since a lot of it for me isn't about kind of recouping my costs at this point, but more so about trying to level up my shoes and sneakers. Now, everything in the game costs GST, so it doesn't really matter what the price of GST is. If I just go through and work to level up my shoes and get my shoes to a higher level, level 30, right, where you can earn GMT in the future, that is kind of my long-term play with this. So at this point in time, I'm trying to maximize my GST. What can my GST do? If I sell my GST, for example, then I'm only getting 16 cents a pop for each token. Whereas if I try to open loot boxes, level up my sneakers, I start to earn a lot more, and I can snowball this over the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months. If I get gems, for example, and maybe I don't need a gem, or maybe the gem just doesn't fit with whatever my sneaker's doing, I could sell that gem at that point, maybe for more GST. At that point, if you want to cash out of the game or buy some GMT with it. But at this point in time, I feel like instead of selling GST because of how low it is, it's probably better to just use it in the game as the utility coin it was meant to be, because I don't see it rising anytime soon. There's no demand for GST. Now, that being said, I have been following closely with what the team has been doing. I really, really like a lot of the changes that they've been making in the game. So maybe there's something that they could do to create some kind of demand for GST. Maybe there's some kind of airdrop, which will require you to hold a certain amount. Maybe there will be, and I don't know. This is all speculation, right? Maybe GST will have some additional utility added to it or something that would make people buy GST, because right now nobody's buying GST unless they are trying to really ramp up their production in terms of leveling up their sneakers or whatever they need to do. But that buy pressure is nowhere near the sell pressure, as we've seen, because more people are selling than buying when it comes to GST. So at this point in time, I am just purely focusing on leveling up my sneakers. If you watched the step-in sessions, most recent step-in sessions that I did with YMOX, I forked it over. I got my second and third sneaker, so I'm earning more GST now. And the goal is really just to continue leveling up these sneakers over time, get minting scrolls, start minting more sneakers, and really just utilizing my GST in-game where it has the most value. So that's really the key here. Again, at least for me, is that where does GST have the most value? Right now it's in-game, because the moment you take it out of the game, it's giving you 16 cents. When I started just a month, maybe a month and a half ago, it was at $1.50. So this craps, wow, that is crash and collapse together. This craps has been incredible for this token, but at the end of the day, it still has a lot of utility in-game. So I will continue to use it for that. So that's all I have for you in this video. I am curious to know, though, if you are still selling GST, at what point, at this point, like, I feel like your ROI is probably down the drain in terms of trying to get your return on investment within a certain time frame. So what is your reason for selling outside of that? Or if it's just that, that's fine too. Are you holding GST for another reason? Potentially, do you see some opportunities where it may pump again, or at least stabilize? Again, the team did say that they expect it to be around $3. So maybe when it gets this low, some people will just start hoarding it for whatever reason, right? But I'm curious to know what your thoughts are and where you are taking this game and your path within this game. So let me know. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.